no one gets offended by what's going on here. Okay? I really appreciate it. Today I think that we all believe in America because I'm 46 years old and I do believe in America. America is the greatest place in the world. But America has a serious problem, and it's us in America. Because we're so busy worried about everything else that our society is very much suffering. I'm not really going to explain my PowerPoints. I hope you can hear my words, though. Because so many people get offended about nothing. You know, we have people, yeah, sure, we've got gay rights, we've got same-sex marriage, but we don't have equal rights for women. Women still do not get equal pay. And I think that's a sad thing in America because they've been fighting for it for a long time. When it comes to our educational opportunities, we are suffering from education. I mean, yeah, we're getting education. People are graduating faster from high school, even college, graduate school, they're graduating faster. What's really the quality of the education? We're being taught just to know the standardized test. If you can pass the test, you can graduate, but have you really learned the material? We live in a society where most of our young children are hungry. We have a big, like 58% of our young people go to school hungry every day. But they look at the other kids who have everything and they're eating well. Well, whose fault is that? Yeah, we can stand back like 2% of Americans and say, hey, that's not my problem. But it is our problem because a lot of Americans are tired. As you guys see, we go through, as you guys can see, we go through a lot every day. Everyone's protesting, whether they're protesting about what our religious affiliations are, whether we're sitting here and we protest the wars that are going on because wars have been going on and they're going to continue to go on. Also, we keep saying what we won't pay for. They want us to pay for the wall that's going up in Mexico. Why do we need that wall that's going to go up? You know, because when you look at it, at the Statue of Liberty, it said that, at the Statue of Liberty, it says you guys, everyone was welcome. So come on. So what happened? So then we have people who keep baiting everything that's going on. We see that in Chicago, which they call Chirac now. There is a real epidemic going on. Well, you have some major leaders here in our country that should really be doing something about it. But instead, you can actually call them race baiters, or you can just say some of them sit on the sideline and they do nothing. Also, our Hispanic Americans are really getting a back seat right now because America wasn't just built by the white Americans, the black Americans, or the Native Americans. Our Latino friends helped build this country too, just like our Italian American friends, just like our Irish American friends, and everyone else. But what I'm really trying to get across to you is that America is still a great melting pot, but for some reason we're not melting. Also, if you see here the Statue of Liberty, we are supposed to welcome everyone to come to America. If you couldn't make it in your country and you could get here, you're welcome to America. This is the land of opportunity, a land of milk and honey. But for some reason, it's not that anymore. Like I said before, 1 in 5 children in America struggles with hunger. 58,000 food pantries and programs are a part of the Feeding America network. 49 million Americans live in food insecure households. Median annual household income of Feeding American clients is $9,175. But at the same time, you see people saying, why do they want $15 an hour wage at McDonald's? Well, if you made $9,971 a year, how much would you want to get paid? And I just believe if you want it for you in America, we should want it for every American. Also, we talk about women's rights to reproduce or whatnot. But by age 45, about half of American women will have an unintended pregnancy. And the problem, I have no problem with children. Whatever you decide, that's what you decide. But at the same time, if you get someone who can't take care of that child, you know, and they don't have access, you know, to prenatal care, or they don't have access to that abortion, what are we birthing into America? What kind of American are we going to bring up into the future? Also, we still have indigenous Americans, you know, and right now they're getting a real shaft of the stick because truly we have Indian reservations and they were given those for a reason. But now we want to take them over because Big Oil says, hey, we need room, we need more oil, we want this, we want that. So our indigenous Americans are just looked upon as that, as being indigenous. Not saying that they're protesting about their state in life, because some of them are happy the way they're living, but at the same time, we just can't go in. I think it's wrong for America in 2017 to act like it did in 1817. Our LGBTQ community, they get a they get it rough also, because everyone's still arguing. The Supreme Court says, hey, same-sex marriage is legal. That makes it the law. So why is everyone still complaining about it? Either you are or you aren't. If you're for it, fine. If you're not, let them get away with it, because truly, a lot of people, a lot of our LGBT people have contributed to America. I mean, if you look at the Little Richards of the world, they're a great artist. If you look at the James Baldwins of the world, great writers, you know? So we can't just discount people for who they are, because truly in America, like I just said before, when I came up, we used to watch Schoolhouse Rock, and they said that America was this is a great American melting pot. So we're all in this together. But I tell you, I'll just say it like this. I've never been to a gay club, but I'm not no one who does, you know what I mean? Also, we just look at it like everyone's striking. Everyone's striking. It's intensified as America's gone on. I mean, we started out with the Boston Tea Party. We were protesting. This here comes from the Great Depression era right there. People were still protesting. People wanted recognition. Then they wanted to unionize. And then we went to the Civil Rights Movement. Then we went to the Equal Rights Movement. And everything has just been about protest, protest, protest. But no one protests this. Well, in a way they do, because people are ticked off that people were downtown St. Pete in the Central Avenue district, and they were homeless. They had signs out saying, "Hungry, please help me." So what they did was they went and fixed up some buildings and moved those people out. But those same people are still there saying, "We're hungry, please help me." They cleared out Williams Park to keep the homeless from there, so the good people who go to their good jobs don't have to see these people. But at the same time, these are our American brothers and sisters, and they are hungry. We're told about race. Your race is better than my race. My race is better than your race. Black power, white power, whatever. But I just believe we're all in the same human race, because as you can see, we all have DNA. And some of our DNA is the same, some of it isn't. But I walk, talk, bleed, eat crap just like the rest of y'all. Then we have people, we want to protest the World Bank or whatever else is going on. But no one's giving out loans anymore. Look at the interest rate on our student loans. With all the money that the IMF has, there's no problem. We shouldn't have to pay these extraordinary interest rates on our student loans, on our mortgage loans, on our car loans and anything else, on our credit card debt. But this is a problem in America, because once America was self-sustained, we did not need international money. They needed our money. But for some reason, we got pushed down, and now we're borrowing so much money that is crippling our society. When it comes to education, what's happening is the teacher's so worried about knowing what she's teaching for this standardized test that all the children are left behind, and they don't know what to do. They're stuck, but the teacher can't teach, because all you really need to know is how to pass the standardized test, and you can't get a diploma. Also, we've had great men that have followed, and we know, don't do this, don't go to jail or whatever, but this is a mugshot of the great Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. But no one's willing to stand up to go all the way to jail anymore. Everyone just wants to go along, it's going to get better, but as we've seen, everything has gotten worse. Also, the cost of education is extraordinary. It is crazy. It has skyrocketed, because a young man in the back wants to go to engineering school. Well, he's going to have to be an engineer about 10, 15 years just to pay off his student loan debt. Also, last thing I want to say is, America was brought together because we protested. America came together because we were tired of England standing on our neck. Well, I think one of the greatest American we've had is Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. And one of his last quotes that I'll use is, he said, "I'm tired of marching for something that should have been mine at birth. I'm tired of the tension surrounding our days. I must confess, I'm tired." And I just believe, y'all, that I really do believe that once we, the American people, get tired of being abused and just going along to get along, things will change, and we will be the America that we started out to be. Thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, I'm sorry, I just got my images from being. Okay.
Oh, no, that's fine.